start of the second quarter. Your Owls are down, but moving.
Every Friday night when we have a home game, I am in the press box. I was asked to announce the football games. As pastor, I just see it as an important link to what we do here in the church with our community. So they've had an opportunity to get to know me. It has built trust in the community.
I'll tell you one interesting story about our pastor, GJ. I was chairman of the search committee. We had looked and looked. We just couldn't agree on anybody. I saw his resume there. He kind of got it in late. I said, I'm going to call this guy. I called him up. We were talking, and he was talking real low. He was, yeah. And I said, did I catch you at a bad time? He said, I'm in my deer blind. I went back to committee and I said, we may have found our guy.
I'd called my friend and asked him, what about Silverton? What do you know about Silverton? He said, no way. He said, it's too small. Your wife will hate it. But things just unfolded. God opened doors that I didn't think would be open. It became very clear this was where we were called to be.
The Lord works things out in amazing ways.
13 years ago, we brought the family up here. A little model of our original church building. We first got here, my kids couldn't stand the fact that the church was empty, so my children made sure that there was a congregation inside the church.
There's a lot of Briscoe County that's really flat, plains country. But you just go a little ways and the whole world falls off into the Palo Duro Canyon. Caprock Canyon State Park, that's a big part of our county.
Some of the early newspapers had advertisements that went out talking about the fertility of the soil and the opportunity that people would have if they came here. These pioneer families came to this area in the late 1800s. This church was organized more than 130 years ago. At some point in the early 1900s, this building was built. Those heritage farms and ranches have seen the younger generation who maybe went off to college and maybe took a position in another town. We've seen an influx of those younger families come back to their roots in a place like Silverton.
We came back to Silverton in 2019. Brayson, our youngest, his first year of life, we started to notice that he wasn't hitting milestones. Got diagnosed with a form of hydrocephalus. That really just kind of rocked our world. We really questioned God. Why would this happen to a little boy? Singing in church, certain songs, I literally just couldn't, the words couldn't come out in my soul. Just couldn't believe that God was actually good. We took him to a brain clinic in Austin. My in-laws created this prayer chain for the whole week that we were gone, having people vigilantly praying over us and also the people that would be working with him. We just felt God move so much in that. In a time normally where we should have been so freaked out, anxiety high, stress high, we had so much peace. About 2 to 3 years now have gone by. We see the progress that Brayson has made. People at church telling us, wow, we saw him walking at the grocery store. God's shown up. He's shown himself that he's a God of love and mercy and grace and compassion, testing our faith so that we can be the parents who our kids need us to be. There's still days where it's hard. We'll just be playing here at the house and he just starts singing a Christian song and you're just like, okay, even if I'm having a bad day, I know God is speaking to him through him.
You don't have to talk.
Do you want to sit with my papa?
You've been talking pretty good. My name is Jimmy Burson. We live here. This was my grandparents' place. We have 5 generations that's been going to First Baptist Silverton so far. My grandmother, she sat on the front, and I was 4 or 5 years old. She had this big black purse, and I was playing around and got this loop over my head. I couldn't get it off. And I would do like this, and when I did, I would start standing up. She would push me down, and this went on for 2 or 3 times. The preacher lost his train of thought, and they told this story on me for years. Every time you went in that bedroom back there, she had her Bible out. Her dad was a Civil War veteran. She had a picture of Stonewall Jackson and Robert E. Lee.
I grew up in the church. Whenever it was time for me to go off to college, I thought, well, I'm never coming back here. My husband and I got married and started having our family. We couldn't get back here fast enough.
My whole faith was built in this church. It's where I got saved. Me and my sister got baptized together, wearing the white robes, you know, it was cool. When I left and went to college, I was still on the roster. My grandmother kicked me off because I wasn't a member anymore because I was going to church in Lubbock, and it's fine.
This one's kind of cool. There was a fire in 1968 that destroyed the fellowship hall. The church voted to rebuild and then remodel the entire church. In 1968, the color scheme was gold on gold. Our building is definitely showing its age. We just see the need to take our building and make it more useful to our ministry today. This is our main fellowship hall. Anytime we have overflow, it's in a side room, like the kids who are in trouble. The plan would be to take out the side rooms and open this up. This side would be our new bathrooms. We have a real need for good bathrooms. This one may be worth taking a look at. Side-by-side toilets that no one ever wants to use. And then open up this side of the fellowship hall all the way to the front door. We have a walled-off parlor that we would open up. We have an influx of children, which is a wonderful blessing. We want to update these rooms, give them a fresh look. We want to update the entryways to both of our buildings. They just show age with cracked stucco, old windows. We just want to give a fresh face. This building has been given to us as a resource, and we trust that God's hand is not only upon the hearts of the people, but also on the resources that He blesses us with.
Proverbs 16:9, in their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. We're planning this, but the Lord is establishing our steps as we walk through it, so.
This has been an opportunity for us to seek the Lord's vision, to begin to pray that He would work in each of our hearts and consider what He has for us as a church in this community and how we are prepared to continue that into the future.
The revival, the awakening, to see God move, I want to see it start from the inside out.
I'm so excited to see a fire. That's kind of what I'm seeing starting.
I'm very excited about what we see God doing here. We have an opportunity to be a part of that. Through prayer, through fasting, through sacrificial giving. I want to invite you to be a part of that with us. Consider what God has for us as we move beyond ourselves to what we might see as impossible. So please join us as we seek to reach those in need, those who do not know the Lord, as we seek to reach the lost here in Silverton.